Hello, sixth grade scientists. Welcome back. So today we're going to review a little bit about mixtures and solutions, and then we're going to talk a little bit about another property of matter. All right, so if you remember, a mixture is the combining of two or more substances. So remember we had our visual of the Chex Mix, and I dumped those out on my table yesterday and I separated them. Remember that mixtures can be easily separated. All right, so a type of mixture is a solution. A solution is when a substance, a solute, dissolves in another substance, a solvent. So yesterday we had the drink mix, the lemonade drink mix, and the drink mix was what dissolved. So that would be the solute. And the solvent is what it's dissolved in, which was water. And we talked about water is a universal solvent. It's the easiest found on Earth, because there's a whole lot of it. All right, so today we're going to talk about, or add to our information, a property of matter called solubility. So solubility is a physical property that describes the ability of a solute to dissolve in a solvent to create a uniform solution. So remember yesterday when we were adding the different things to the water, we had flour, we had the Italian spices, we had a lot of different things. The one thing that we found that really dissolved easily was the sugar. So sugar would have high solubility, which means it dissolves very easily. So other things like flour, when we put the flour in the water, it seemed to just kind of sit there. It dissolved a little bit, or it wasn't big grains anymore. However, it's more of a suspension and not a solution. Okay, so when it forms a uniform solution, like we had with the sugar, then we call that a high solubility. All right, so there are certain factors that affect solubility. So we've got temperature. The temperature of the solvent will affect the solubility, or the temperature of the solute. Pressure, and also the nature of the solute and solvent, so like their chemical composition. So we're going to focus on temperature with our interactive lab this week. So there's one more thing that I want to point out before I move on. Remember that solutions do not create a new substance. That is a misconception that I want you to understand. All right, so for a solid solute, as the temperature goes up, it increases the solubility. So when the temperature of a liquid, or the liquid solvent goes up, you heat that up, the more solute that can be dissolved in that liquid than if the temperature is lower. So more solute will be dissolved as the temperature rises. Okay, now that's with a solid. So, what would happen with a gas? Do you think if we heat up the solvent that there'll be an increased solubility for the gas? Well, that's what our question is going to be for our interactive lab this week. So I want you to think about that. Is it going to be the same as a solid, or will it be different because it's a different state of matter? That's what we're going to figure out. All right? So in review, solubility is a physical property that describes the ability of a solute, the thing that dissolves, to dissolve in a solvent to create a uniform solution. So things with high solubility dissolve very easily. Things with low solubility don't dissolve very much at all. All right? So I want you to keep watching, keep thinking, and always stay curious. I'll see you tomorrow for our lab.